anything. Which made no sense to the viewer because Matt said, say anything and then I'll put you on the screen. And so I took it very literally. And oh, aren't I hilarious? Thanks. It's rare I'm funny, and that wasn't an example of it. Hello and welcome to Bonus Action Hero. I need a new way of introducing this other than where I try and kill my friends.
Where I be a sexy vampire.
I don't feel I'm a snotty vampire today.
Where I snottily play a very sexy vampire.
I'm really hoping you meet someone that has a husky voice so that I can really utilize what's going on.
That's up to you. If you want to make them all husky, you make them all husky.
I mean, is there an explicit notice on this? It's not a podcast. Stream. I don't know if you can take my husky.
Warning: husky voices may. Parental guidance may be recommended.
When we left off,
the guy on YouTube will probably accuse us of like voice porn or something.
I'll give you torture porn. Yeah, can we cut that out somehow?
Yeah, I won't lie. That's not how live works. Hi, Davey.
What?
Yeah, put an 18 plus on the thing. I mean, it's already set to not suitable for children, but yeah. Have a look at our YouTube comments. Episode 3 and 6 is, we got accused of torture porn, which was, I watched it back. No. We're not that bad.
When we left off, you had just escaped Strahd's castle by using a sort of teleportation brazier thing. You weren't quite sure where you were going to end up. I'm not sure that you know still in game where you are. You wouldn't. You got to this library, you rested, and then halfway through your watch, I believe it was Olaf, heard some movement from downstairs.
Let's not underplay that. Olaf, pretty much deaf, blind. I'm not even sure he's got a touch that's like sense of touch. He heard something coming up the stairs.
Well, not in one arm.
No, he also hasn't got one arm yet. But that's the first time that's happened in the whole campaign. He heard something.
And so they were not surprised by some vampires coming up the narrow staircase to the north. We rejoin mid-combat. 2 vampires have been turned. So they have gone back downstairs. You're currently in melee with 1 vampire who is nearly dead. You're currently, I believe, on round... Yep, you're on round 10, and I think that means we're expecting 1 vampire to start coming back up the stairs and another vampire to come back up the stairs on round 14.
Yeah, we've nicely spread them out. So, Jim, just for your information, because you weren't here.
Sorry, Jim,
you're doing a aura of vitality there. That's what that lovely purple doodad is.
It's been really helpful for everyone.
Stopped us dying so far. So every round, it's concentration. Every round you can heal 2d6 to someone of your choosing.
Nice.
That's very good.
Is there anything else you want me to clear up? I forgot you weren't here.
No. I think that's pretty much nailed everything on the head for me.
Not much happened. You tried to start resting. This shit went down.
Darzin and the woman are not in play.
They are effectively NPCs, was my choice. Yeah. Well, yeah, Darzin is an NPC. Mary is obviously an NPC. Does someone really want to play Mary? I mean, you will probably kill her.
No. When you've used 2 turn and deads, so we turned some at the start to split them up, and then did it again, which we forced them down into the bottom right corner so that they couldn't get at the people on the left. It was all very tactical.
Pretty difficult, but yeah, eventually you turned enough of them to start picking them off, and it's, shall we nervously say, it's starting to turn back in your favour?
Well, I don't know. I've pretty much used all of my spell slots now, so I pumped everything into Divine Smite, and we've still got quite a few to go, haven't we?
And I think you, Cedric, and Olav are now quite low on how high you can actually heal because your max hit points have been drained by being bitten so much.
Yeah, I'm on like half hit points, even healed. And I think you're quite bad as well, Jim.
Jim, I was surprised by.
I'm quite bad from getting nibbled by Strahd and then another vampire spawn.
Yes. Yes.
So my max at the moment is 21.
Yes. We have been trying to keep you out of the way, but things are bad. They are quite bad.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm on 40. My max is 43. No, sorry. My max is 47, and I'm on 43.
Oh, we should probably establish Magus isn't going to be with us this week. Does someone... I guess everyone can run him. Let me just check his permissions. Characters.
I've run him before,
Magus.
so I've got him.
Cool.
I thought I'd used my lay on hands, but I think because I've leveled to level 9, I think it's reset them. So I'm going to drop.
I do remember you using level lay on hands in the jail cell, but I can't tell you how much for.
I think I've got 10 left.
I will trust you.
Well, I'm not. I wouldn't. Not sure I trust me, but it feels about right. I feel like I used quite a lot.
I do, and that's what matters in this instance. I need to stop moving the screen. Oh wait, does this mean they can see into other rooms? The stream?
No, they can only see this room. They can only see what the players can see.
Okay, that's okay.
It's just if you move the screen around, it will move around for the stream. That's just the thing to bear in mind.
Cool.
So
Okay, we start at the top of the room. Round with the gnome who is very near death. Unpause. Oh, I can't remember for the life of me if you were grappled. Is that a grappled sign? It looks like one.
Yeah, and I wasn't bothering to fight the grapples because I'd rather hit them.
I'm sorry, not sorry, but it's what a vampire would do when it's low on health. It'd bite you.
Yeah.
Does
My blood
does
tastes
it
like
really-
ash. It's fine. I mean, if
It's still
it
doing
had any
something.
kind of brains, it would run because it's going to die otherwise. Yeah, that will hit.
Hey, you got off all right there for a change.
How much of that is reducing my hit point maximum?
Oh no, you didn't. 7.
7. Okay.
I take it back. So who was this?
Yeah.
Is this the gnome? Oh, this is the little one that's nibbling on your.
Biting my
Not
knees.
to take away from the horror, but yeah, nibbling through your boots. 7. Why am I doing it on my fingers?
Oh, I'm starting to leave. I'm starting to leave blood now. No.
That one misses, so that's okay. And we move on to Cedric. What would you like to do?
I would like to first level guiding bolt the vampire gnome, nibbling at Olav's heels. So I will conjure up a little solar ball of light within my little hand, and throw it like a little shooting star into the gnome's face, hopefully. Nope, definitely not.
Yep.
I don't think.
You can heal someone as a bonus action.
Oh.
2d, whatever your aura of vitality allows. I think it's 2d6 plus the something or other.
Let's have a look. Yeah, 2d6.
Can I also check how long that lasts? Because I think that will be running out.
1
in the
minute.
Next few
1 minute.
And we're on round 10, but I didn't cast it till like round 3 or something.
I'm happy for it to be. It goes at round 14 with when the other vampire comes back as well,
Yeah.
and then there's less for me to keep track of.
Just looking. Yeah, I'm looking in the audit in the
I'm trying to find
dice
it.
trail.
But
It doesn't say what round I cast it, but
we'll go for approximations. It's fine. It's rare that a combat goes on this long.
It is.
It is.
Seeing as I have just watched a vampire nibble at Olaf, I will try and pump the healing into him. And then I have both of these.
Oh, we didn't know. I don't think we were doing that.
We were.
Oh, were we? Okay.
But I can't take it all. I'll take as much as I can.
And I can't benefit from it any further either.
Any movement?
I will move.
Be aware one's coming up the stairs soon.
Yep. I will move forward ever so slightly. I can't move my radius that's on me.
If you just select the little right angle tool, I'll do it for you.
It doesn't. It's not showing up when I'm.
There you go. I moved it. I've done it.
Thank you.
And that takes us to Alessander. I always have to say your full name.
I did because it is appropriate. Like it feels weird calling him Ali.
Ali.
It's not right. That is an Ellie thing. Alexander is his name, and that is what we're sticking with.
Oh, is that what? Sorry, I've got the stream up, and I'm like, that's what it looks like with animations. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
I don't run the animations because it would make my laptop
melt.
Struggle.
Animations.
Animations. Sorry, Hazel.
Can I see anything coming up the stairs?
From where you are we on to the dwarf's turn? No, you wouldn't at this point.
So I will just really bog standard Eldritch Blast, the one that is currently fighting Ola.
Ooh.
That's pointless. The second one.
Much better, yes.
That'll do it. You are shooting them and not me, right? Just checking.
For the stream, Alessander is 30 feet up a bookcase. And 5 force damage.
Hiding on the bookcase.
Being careful.
It's badly injured.
Oh, I also didn't. Do that. Okay. Anything else?
50 foot down. I can't do trigonometry. I'm not even gonna try.
I'm not. You know I'm not going to.
Okay, so with a thrown element of an attack, if it's 20/60, at what point do I get disadvantage? Is it over the 20? Up to the 60? Like,
isn't that it?
Sorry,
has to be...
the first number is normal and the second number is disadvantage. So if it says 20/60, yeah, that's if it's above the first number, it's disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless there's something else that gives you advantage that cancels it out. You're pretty good with a dagger, to be fair.
It won't do much because it's hand, but 2.
Every little helps.
And that is all I am doing because I'm not moving down from my perch.
And that's not your seeking dagger, so it just sits on the floor.
It's just a dagger stuck in it.
With that level of damage, I'd say it gave it a paper cut.
Yeah, but every paper cut counts.
Any movement?
No.
That one is downstairs. Vegas.
Oh. What can he do?
That he was going to do Let me make sure I've got the
Oh,
right one.
he wrote
Spike
something,
growth?
didn't he?
Yes, he was
Poison
going to do.
spray?
I'm pretty sure it's spike growth in the stairs.
In the stairs.
Yes, he did say that. Well done.
He did. So let's
Just find the right one.
move him here. And then he can cast it down the stairs, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's got 150 foot range, and
I'm
it will
assuming
create.
Yeah, but
When
he
He has the
wants to be able to see
seed.
down them, doesn't he? So
Yeah,
getting him
but so it was-
closer.
20
Okay.
foot radius, so 20 foot spear. So how far did he move?
25 feet, I think.
God, that's a lot.
Yeah.
He can
I
move
think
35.
So can we? Because it's down the stairs. I don't want it to be as wide as it looks on the map.
I can't actually
Because I don't
find
think
spike
he
growth.
wouldn't be.
No,
Caught
20-foot
in it.
radius centered on a point.
Within
I
range.
would argue
twist-
if it's a. Mm,
The thing is,
it
it
would-
says in the little things at the bottom, it says a 20-foot spear. So I'm kind of
So it's
trying to
three-dimensional.
shove that down the pipe,
Oh, okay.
and I want
So-
him to not be that far forward because I don't want him caught in it.
Okay.
Let me. Can we make this template smaller? Direction 20. So just on the stairs.
And like kind of probably seeping out onto like the first set of stones
Okay.
afterwards.
A little bit
But-
more. Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? "20-foot radius," and I'll give you 20 feet down the stairs. Yeah, I have 20 feet, whatever.
Okay.
25.
I need to write a note to myself to remember that.
Yeah, so they basically they can't see it, but every 5 feet they move, they take 2d4. It's a brutal spell, actually.
It's piercing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think they don't see it unless they make a wisdom check, and because it's quite hard to see. So they will they probably will know that it's there as soon as they do the first 5 feet. It's nice.
Is that everything from maggots?
So I believe so. I don't think it's worth doing any of his bonuses. Yeah, that's all.
Should we have him back off a little bit more?
I've already backed him off. That's
Okay.
his full movement.
Okay.
That'll be
Dwarf
5,
vampire.
10, 20. Does anyone want to roll for the spike growth, or shall I do it?
How many is it?
Okay, if they're coming up, so we've got 10. And even if it climbs, it's all over it, so it doesn't really, either way, it's there. So, 2 lots.
4d4?
Actually, you know what? It'd be up, realise it's there, start trying to scale the wall, another
Still
5, get over the wall, another 5, 3, so 64.
ouches.
Oh,
Gonna need some tweezers.
emerging from the stairs, you will see our dwarf vampire covered in little thorns embedded into the skin. They're not going to use the stairs. You're going to see them hop, climbing the actual walls that are surrounding the stairs and over the banister. So that will have been. Come on, brain. I think that will be their full movement. It's difficult terrain as well, so yeah, it's full movement to get there. So that's all it can do for now. Ola.
Rah. Right. This little gnome vampire git.
Oh, don't. I love him.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Sorry.
What for?
The
80.
loud cough into the microphone.
Oh, I didn't hear it. I don't know if anyone else did.
I did.
Okay.
I accept your apology, and you do hit me.
Oh, I haven't got any spell slots to pump into it, so it's just going to be a 13 damage. That's with the magical sword. And I am going to take a second swing.
Also hits.
For 14 points of damage. It's going to be on like 1 hit point, isn't it? That's the it's on 1 hit point face. If ever I saw it. Screen is black.
Screen is black. I can see it.
Screen is black. It's not black for me, Steve. Try a refresh.
What weapon does Olaf have?
It is a +2 silver greatsword, I think.
Yeah, so you do some very, very deep slices into this little
Stop
little
making. I'm
guy.
not gonna. I'm not feeling sorry for this gnome. That's like taking me to within an inch of my life. It's not cute and it's not clever.
Well, it's within an inch of its life. Yeah. It's now probably on its knees, so even shorter.
Oh.
And yes,
it's going to be going for my ankles next.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Anything else from Olaf?
I don't have any bonus actions. It's really annoying.
Does the blood in a vampire come out congealed?
I don't know.
I'm just imagining when you whack it with a great sword, is it just more of a squidge and a seep out?
Is it like squeezing a toothpaste tube? Or yeah.
Like, is it?
Depends how recently they drank it, I assume.
Does the heart not pump at all, or does it just pump really slow?
I think it pumps really slow. Yeah.
Is it churning it like ice cream then?
Yeah. So it is a sludgy. There's never any force behind it, like you hit an artery. So it never looks as impressive as when you kill a living thing.
Yeah.
Morbid.
Yeah, not for children. Just to repeat. Oh, are you giving me the Aura of Hate, by the way? Because if you are, that's another +6 to that damage. But, you know, I'm not being picky. Oh, and I should have taken 3 off.
You would get the Aura of Hate, so that would do it. Would you like to describe?
I think as I slash it open and it drops to its knees, I'm just gonna bring the greatsword down on the back of its neck, execution style. Actually, I'm not sure I get the Aura of Hate.
How does it? I've not even.
Well, it's any fiends or undead within 10 feet gain a bonus, but you've always treated Jim and I like we are undead when it comes to consecrated ground and all of that good stuff. And we did have that fight where our enemies Yeah, so it's my
Because
charisma.
it's a double-edged sword for what you're fighting.
Yeah, so it's my charisma bonus, which is +3. So it'd be +6 on total damage.
I should have been doing more damage to you, but that's okay.
Well, that's why I'm saying I'm happy for you not to apply it, but
No, it's all right. It's me that forgot.
we don't need any more damage, to be fair. And it does seem a stupid skill if it helps my enemies as well.
Where are we?
So I guess
Cedric,
I will move
then.
if that's
Oh, sorry,
if
go
that
on.
is dead. I will. No, it won't let me move.
There you go.
Well, I'll move to about here.
And you are no longer grappled.
No. Well, I mean, it might still, one of its arms might still be like attached to my armor or something. I don't know. It is a horror
It
game.
couldn't reach.
It's just like
Go
on the
down
back of my
side the
knee.
boot.
Yeah.
Just a lower jaw still hanging on. Cedric, what are you up to?
I'm going to have another go at throwing a guiding bolt. This time I'm hoping it's going to do better. I'm going to cast it at 2nd level. They'll throw another little glittering shooting star at the dwarf vampire spawn that's climbing up the walls.
Oh, that's
thank
better.
God. Yeah, I was so scared that was going to be a 1.
It hurts.
So that's 14 radiant damage and advantage on the next attack. And then I'll do another little pulse of vitality for Magus. With those as well. You'd think I'd remember how these worked by now.
Okay, I've added those on.
Look
So,
at
plus-
Alessander barely injured up there.
Yeah, that's because he's hiding up a bookcase.
Yeah, it's funny.
I did get more injured. I've just been healed.
I don't blame
Is
you.
that everything?
You don't want to be bitten by these. They're horrible.
And that's it for me.
Okie dokie, Alessander, it is your turn.
I'm going to take my Seeking Dagger and throw that at the one that's just appeared out of the stairwell. And I have advantage.
You do, which means you get sneak attack, right?
Get sneak attack, yes. So that's 26 to hit.
Yep, definitely hits.
8 damage for the attack, and then 7 for sneak attack. So that was a bit crappy.
Every bit counts.
So the dagger returns before the net. Okay, so I can't do that. What can I? Can I do anything else? No. Okay, that's all.
That one is still turned, so it's Magus's turn.
He's still got light growth up because there's another one coming up the stairwell, isn't there? In a bit. Okay. So we can't use anything else that's concentration.
Why can't we just set the stairs on fire or something? I know it's a library and that's unwise, but I've got an intelligence of 8, so.
Yes, Matt, but
No, I don't mean me, my
Oh.
character. I know what I do as well. It's just easier to play that way.
so I think Magus is just gonna run up a little bit. Then, if everyone's okay with this, just poison spray and run back off.
Yep.
He doesn't want to mess up his current spell.
He does like the
That's a
poison spray.
DC 16 con saving.
Oh
Yay.
dear.
That's always good because those cantrips are, if they save, they take nothing. Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So I've noticed whenever people aren't here, they always roll better damage. I got some corkers. Got some corkers with Jim last one.
Might take him a little bit further back as
There
well.
he goes, backing on.
Just
Yeah, I
figure out
would.
what that's. So that'd take him to 30. That'll do. And that will do. Don't think there's much use for any of his bonus actions at the moment. He can't heal himself more, so.
Okay, this dwarf vampire has clambered up the stairs and taken some damage. Doing so, by the time it's got up to its turn, it has taken a lot of damage. You will see it look back over the stairwell, remember all of the thorns, look at all of you. I believe this vampire would go for blood to regenerate, so it's going to go for one of you.
Does it then also take damage from exiting the spike growth because it is moving through the spike growth at the start of its turn?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
So another, what's it? Yeah, because it would have been 4 in total from it.
2d4.
How do I decide
Ooh,
between him
close to max.
and Cedric? Because Cedric looks bad.
Yeah, but I'm in the way.
Olav doesn't look great either.
It's only because I've got no blood. Like, they took all this blood and they didn't even give me a biscuit and a cup of tea. So it's no wonder we're in a bad way.
Oh, he's so whiny.
I think that's the rule, isn't it? You get like a cookie and a sugary coffee.
You have to have at least 2 drinks before you're
Yeah.
allowed to leave. I
Yeah.
signed up as a blood donor yesterday and I've got to book my first appointment, so I know this.
Oh, now my brain's going, did I?
I've literally put myself there because
I didn't.
you didn't what?
I don't remember. It's my own fault. Yeah, fine. You then. You want it?
Not really, but I'd rather have it than the others have it. No.
Damn it. Come on, dice gods. Let me.
Yes. No.
This guy is looking around desperately for an exit.
I know Lev will just say, my turn. And I'll probably miss 2 now. Oh no!
You called it.
I did, but that's okay. Second one.
That one definitely.
15. It's better than nothing. It's near death now. Come on, you guys, finish it off. Because we've
Nice
still...
to you guys, giving you magic items.
You didn't really give it to us. I think I ended up fighting. Didn't we fight a revenant and take it off it?
Well, I never thought you'd die. Anything else?
No, that is all I can do. There was
Cedric.
a bit of me that was tempted just to shove it back into the spike growth, which would have been funny, but
You've been playing too much Baldur's Gate.
I have been playing too much Baldur's Gate. It's really opened my eyes.
I was
I'm-
listening to a podcast, sorry,
That's all right.
where someone had been playing it and they mentioned that same feature. So I just imagine all people playing it have now found it's so easy to shove people off cliffs. Sorry, Jim.
It is. It is. Although it's an action
I-
in D&D, not a bonus action like it is in Baldur's Gate, so they've made it easier.
I am rather simply just going to drop a sacred flame on top of the vampire spawn's head.
And Dex, yeah. Okay. Oh, I've selected the wrong tool. That's why.
Huzzah!
Surprising, they're quite Dexy.
It's a whole 10 radiant damage.
Would you like to tell me all about it?
It's basically going to be like it has stepped onto the surface of the sun as it is slowly barbecued and crisped away in this very bright, lovely, shimmering light.
Very nice. And you're not out of combat, but you know there's one more downstairs.
I guess we give it. Do we give it some time?
Oh,
Do we wait to
also-
see if it comes up, or do we go down?
that's for Olaf.
I don't think I can. I can't be healed.
Well, oh well, I've used it. So
Yeah, no, it just does nothing. The magic's got no blood to go into, however that works. I'm imagining that your dwarf vampire is just like a kind of ashes in the shape of a dwarf, and I'll just like push it with my finger and watch it dust in front of me. Good work, Cedric.
thank you.
New text.
What?
I hadn't realised I hadn't put an actual. You might go downstairs.
Oh, I thought you were saying that to me. Right, so are we going down to find this other one, or are we staying here?
It might as well come up. At least be damaged when it does.
I mean, I don't. If it was me, I would not come up. But
Then we can stay here and finish resting.
I do feel pretty strange. A bit lightheaded.
I'm not particularly sure how well we'll rest knowing that it's downstairs.
Well, I don't think we will. I only need 4 hours, but we only got 2. So, I mean, to be honest, after all that excitement, I'm probably gonna struggle to get to sleep now. But do we wait? Do we hide and wait and ambush the thing? Drop the spikes, and do we get some oil and throw it down the stairs and burn the thing out? When I say we, I don't have any oil, so if anyone else does.
I don't think I have any oil either, actually.
I do, but I don't believe it's the safest option in a library.
No, that's very
And the
true.
librarian in me is just generally not okay with that idea.
Yeah, books. Books are quite flammable, I hear.
Especially ones as old as these.
I could poke my head downstairs and see if it's looking nearby or if it's left.
I have quite a good vantage point. If we all take some time, see to our wounds, and I will keep lookout. If it appears, Margus, if you can keep up these spikes for as long as you can. And
I think they
I'll let
last.
everyone know if it appears.
Feels
think
like
they'll-
it's been about
Minutes.
12 seconds, don't you guys?
Well,
Yeah.
we've been talking longer than that, but they last 10 minutes, or
10 minutes.
so we've got quite a long time.
No, you don't.
Well, about 9 minutes, I
The
guess.
spikes do.
Oh, the spikes, yeah. But currently, would you like to again roll the? I think it was get its whole movement to get up there. What we did before was 64.
Who's rolling it?
I can do it if you want.
Okay.
Oh, why is it not? And similar to the other one, rather than coming up to the steps, it will appear over the side of the banister, clearly climbing up the walls. And after its turn, it would be onto Magus.
I can't do the accent, but I want him to say something like, "Oh, here's one of these fellas now."
Oh, look, there's one of these fellers now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's the support I needed. Same as I did before. Run up, poison spray, and run off. So a DC 16 con saving throw, please.
It saves.
Fuck.
That's just rude.
And then he's got 15, so he's just gonna hop in between some of the bookshelves. And that'll do.
Olaf, a red-skinned tiefling with fangs, appears.
The spike growth, where is that up to? Is there? Can I move up to it without spiking myself? About there.
I think if you go at an angle,
Yeah.
because it was kind of in, and then it's just kind of coming over the, in
Sprouting
my
out.
head, it's coming over the lip of the thing.
I don't know why I'm looking at my sheet like I've got anything else to do other than just smack it, because I've used everything. Come on, dice. Come on, dice. No.
No. Yes. 23 will do it. 16
15.
damage with a magical sword. Why did I let you have a magical sword?
So that we had a chance.
It's no fun for me. Anything else?
No.
Is it not moving on? Cedric, it's going to be you when this decides to let me move. There you go.
You're muted, Jambalaya.
I am indeed muted. Would Aura of Vitality dropped?
Yes, sorry. Yes, it would by now.
Yeah, probably.
Right. Well, in that case,
That and no one
whilst-
can be healed.
well, yeah. I'll throw in a level 1 guiding bolt at the moment, while I try and strategize in my little brain.
Yeah, that hits.
Hooray! 19. Oh, damn.
Nice. Radiant as well.
Yeah.
I don't think they like
Yeah.
Radiant. They're not
Yeah,
fans.
fucked, I suppose. I suppose that'll be it for me.
Alessander.
Seeking dagger, having just returned to my head. Gonna throw that at it. with advantage because of guiding bolt.
Yay!
Nat 20. So damage from the dagger, 11, and then damage from sneak attack, which is also because it's a roll.
Yeah, 6d6.
So that's 23.
So that's 34 altogether. That's nice.
And then just for... Oh, no, I've not got... 1 second. How many daggers do I have? So I have my Seeking Dagger, and then I've got the one that I have set offhand, which I need to pick up, and then I've got a normal dagger as well as that. So I'll take out the normal dagger and use that as an offhand attack. Nat 20, it's going to do all of 2 damage because it's offhand, but hey ho.
And not magical, but let... Load it.
2. I love the offhand attack being so useless. All
Another paper cut. Death by 1,000.
If you get the feat, I can't remember what it's, 2-weapon fighting feat, you can add the modifier, but it's not.
It'll still be non-magical.
Yeah.
I need more magical throwy things.
It is
That's
the
what
problem
I do.
with Barovia's not got a lot of magical stuff in it.
Well, I've got stuff I can do to make it magical, but that takes the bonus action that I would use to throw it anyway, so it's a bit... Well, does this work as like one thing? Doesn't matter. I will stop getting into that. And that's it. That's all I'll do.
Right, and... Hey, before it dies... It's gonna get damaged going down. Or it could just exist here. Final stand, Olav.
You got to beat 20.
Be a really bad way to go if it just
Killed
tried
me.
to get past you.
Oh, I see. Just goes for a walk and dies.
Yeah, that'd be sad. No, let's be heroic. No, it wouldn't be a bite, it'd be a claw.
You've got to try and grapple me first. No. No. Denied. I'm denied again. Lovely.
Right, it's got to try. It's going to try and move, take an attack of opportunity.
Just like I'm like tinned food.
It doesn't. It's because this one is tall. It doesn't notice. It could have gone in at your knee level, and there would have been a way in. Yeah, that hits. Describe.
I think, is it turning to run away?
I think it would be trying to leap over you because it knows it will get damaged going down the stairs.
So I think it tries to leap over me, and I just swing and take its legs off at the knees, both of its legs off at the knees, and it just sort of falls to the floor. Probably tries to crawl for a second and then stops moving.
Congrats, guys. Round 15. And you're out of combat.
And it only took 1.5 sessions.
Yeah. Okay, next time let's choose a different gem in that fire. This is a bad place.
I'm not sure we even got out of the castle.
I don't know where we are. This I really need to rest. I feel weird.
Well, hopefully, we should have an easier time resting. I hope.
I really hope so.
As long as it hasn't drawn more attention.
there's any more of those, then yeah, I think we're in trouble. Ignore that. Sorry, I'm just.
Olaf, you will hear a door open behind you that you didn't previously see. A panel of a bookshelf essentially moves, and a tall, a tall skeleton with these pinpricks of light in its eyes appears behind you. What is all this ruckus? What are you doing to the library? And assumably, in your fight, some books will have fallen.
Look,
We were just
don't start. We dealt with them. Just leave it, okay? We've had a really bad day. What the hell are you?
Olaf, I don't think that's the best way to greet a stranger with the current state that we're in.
He's a skeleton.
I would watch your tone, young man.
You have a very husky voice for a skeleton.
Don't know how else a skeleton
It's
would
very
speak.
it's very fitting that you should meet us this evening. Perfect timing.
On the arrival of the skeleton, can I hide?
Just imagine you're lying on the top of the bookcase, just not moving.
Yeah, I
putting
think,
books on yourself.
He's like on the top, and like as he's kind of notices this openness up in step, or he kind of just flips onto the top, and he's now. Yeah, he's maybe got some books in front of him, and he's just got a little gap in between that he's staring through.
Yeah, it's cute. You can do that.
Thank you. I don't like this. I don't like it one bit.
It's not been aggressive,
These
though.
books are precious. Do you even know where they fell from? I'd say put them back, but do I know you? What are all these bodies? What's happened in here?
They are vampires. Surely you know there is vampires in your library. And if we have met, I can only assume you had skin then, because I don't know you. Yeah, I think I do remember knowing a skeleton that talks. This is turning into a weird day.
Oh.
Look, we'll pick up the books. We don't want trouble. My friend is right. We've had enough trouble for a week. I'll pick up your books. You can go back in your room if you wish.
What are you doing here? Who are you?
We were just avoiding a little bit of bother, and we may have accidentally found ourselves placed here in your rather lovely library.
I shall pick up any books that are on the floor near me and look for a gap.
Careful. There's a system. Just leave them there. I will get to it.
I have to say, this library is dead interesting.
He pauses for a moment. I haven't heard a joke in. Oh. Very, very good.
I kind of thought that one would you get every day, if I'm honest, but so you're friendly.
Not had visitors for a long time.
Yeah, it must be painful when you have nobody in the library. You still got your bones, though.
Another joke.
Yes, I'm trying to diffuse the situation, I think. Hopefully. You seem kind of chill for a skeleton person.
Well, there is an enchantment in this room that keeps it at an ambient temperature.
All right, is that good for books, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, why we're here? You seem like someone that knows a lot about books. Who do you work for?
Excuse me?
Do you have a master? Do you look after this wonderful room for someone, or do you just really like books? And
I don't believe I have a master. I think I'm the only one here. How did you get in?
How
do I answer that one?
I don't really know how to answer that one either.
Alexander, where's Alexander gone?
I don't know. He always disappears at the most inconvenient times.
Look, we came here by accident. We were traveling and found trouble, and there was a portal, and we ended up here. We didn't mean to hurt your books. We were just attacked by these undead creatures.
It's all rather vague, but...
Well, if there was more to tell you, I'd tell you, but that's pretty much it. We did have an elf with us, half elf, but Peter, I've lost him. Could we ask your name?
He'll have been going round the room sort of picking up books and putting them on desks, and he'll get to this corner and go, "Why are these all over the floor? What happened here? What have you done? Who are you?"
We did. We dealt with the people that were harming your books. There, look, they are all around. That pile of ash there, that was one as well. That could have gone worse, but yeah, our cleric friend did it away from books, so it was fine.
Do I know you?
I don't
How
think...
did you get in here?
Are you a bit forgetful?
I suppose I can be.
Have you got a pen and paper? You could make notes. So you can write down what we tell you and then you can remember. But I don't think we know you. I mean, I'll look at him. Doesn't look familiar, I'm assuming he's a skeleton. No.
That is quite bright. I will do so. Speak. Slow your pace. And he'll take from one of the desks some quill and ink and take down what you're saying. I do not know you.
No.
You have killed these creatures.
Yes.
You came here through a portal.
Well, I believe. And I will sort of look at Magus. Don't know where Alessander is, but I'll look at Magus and look at Cedric and then turn back to him and say, I believe these creatures were minions of Strahd, and then try and look for any kind of reaction, which I know is going to be hard because he's a skeleton.
Strahd.
It's hard to react when you've got no flesh.
Yes.
I have not heard that name in some time. Yes. An old friend. He He used to come in through the library.
Oh, how's
I'm
that?
friends of Strahd.
Well, we've met him. I don't know if friends is the right word. I think we've met him for long enough to make friends with him. Why would, and I will look at Cedric and Magus again briefly. Why would Strahd, if he's your friend, send these things to attack your library? That does not make sense.
It does not. You are certain it was Strahd?
Write that down. Write it down. Don't forget to write it down. We are certain it was Strahd, yes.
Magus will step up and just be like, sorry, good fella, but
Yeah.
where are we? It's a great library. Still a bit perplexed by books and why all of this is here. But what is this place, if you don't mind me asking?
You don't know.
We didn't exactly have the opportunity to ask directions or our intended destination when we were.
You are in the great library of the Amber Temple. He's going around looking at the bodies and just... You'll see him, he does it with care. He looks over them. I see they have the same afflictions. Hard. But why would Strahd want to steal books? He knows he can come here to read them. He has not come in so long. There is something in your story that is not
Are you sure?
quite adding up.
Are you sure you've not upset him accidentally? Maybe you forgot.
Maybe he
I'm
doesn't.
using, and I may try deception because I am. Well, he's bloody clever, isn't he? But
You can certainly try.
yeah, I'm going to use knowledge from a past life as well. Oh dear, no.
I don't remember the last time I saw them, but I don't think we're on bad terms.
Perhaps he's just busy then.
Didn't he tell us a story during dinner about having the occasional bust up with someone at the Amber Temple?
At dinner, maybe he did, yes.
So you are friends?
Well, friends is a strong word. He was interested in us and he invited us, yes. But friends, no. Because I think I've realised he's quite sharp, so I'm not going to bother with the lying anymore.
Do you have these lapses in your memory quite often?
These thorns going to clear themselves up, or...
I mean, they're kind of going away already. But, I mean, we could help you tidy them away if, you help us.
What do you mean? So, what was your question?
No, you asked the question about the thorns. I said we could maybe...
No, I'm sorry, have you told me your name?
My name is Cedric. I was asking if you have these lapses in your memory or your awareness quite often.
I believe I do. Things come and go. At my age, alas, yes. I do not want to admit it, but yes.
Sounds difficult. I would be. Oh, I would be. If I loved books as much as clearly you do, that must be. It must be painful. But at least you have them all around you, so you can read them again and remind yourself.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I don't have a pen, do I?
We don't know.
Carry on.
So, tell me, what kind of books do you have here? I mean, we have been facing an increasing challenge with these creatures. I mean, do you have knowledge about their condition? So we might help them.
These vampires.
Hmm.
Yes. Well, you can find a book on almost anything here.
Oh, okay.
It is primarily... The Amber Temple is primarily a place of magical knowledge, but we collect anything that's... All knowledge is power. What in particular about them?
You know, just about their condition and how we might help them.
Help them?
You know, cure them.
Oh, a cure. Oh. No, I'm not sure if that's one we have.
No.
In my limited knowledge... Do I didn't think about this.
Sorry. Don't worry if you didn't. You can just say no. And I'm going to just quickly turn while he's sort of clearly pondering. And Alexander, you are still in the room, right? You're not dead or anything.
While this has been going on, I will have tried to quietly climb down the back of the bookcase.
Okay.
Because what I don't want to do is offend him by climbing all over his books. If there are any on the floor that have been knocked, can I pick them up? And so as Olaf says that, I can hop around with like a pile of books. Sorry, good sir, I do apologise. These seem to have also been knocked off the shelves. Exactly what system do you use for filing these, and I can help you put them away?
Very well. Last name's the author, but I have separated them into genre. So these, at least these have all come from a similar place, and he'll sort of talk you through it. And he'll mage hand take one of the books and put it up.
And I will follow suit and also use mage hand, as I'm now starting to figure out I can do these things. I'll be like, okay, this is a good
alphabetical.
Yes, of course. So genre. Do you then have sub-genres within each genre? So for romance, do you have then also like romantic comedy? Do you have lost loves?
Yes, obviously.
Just making sure, of course.
You have romance books in here. Where might they be? Not that I want to see them, but where might they be if I did?
Well, we're following the path, probably somewhere over in that corner. And I'll pick the corner.
Oh my god, he remembers everything. What is the point in this?
He seems to have +7 and +5 though. How's that work?
He's just very
It's
smart.
very clever.
He
Yeah.
like his
It's
library.
not held back by a brain.
His library is his special knowledge.
Just
Adorable.
behind you here. Torture porn.
Oh, that's a
Oh, do you have
Like
any
the
do you
Rona.
have any torture porn about someone accidentally firebolting a colleague? I mean, it's quite mild, but some people really hate that stuff.
I think if you're looking for something that specific, you would be looking for fan fiction.
Okay,
And
yes,
that
yes.
is a different genre. If you come over here.
Oh my god, do you keep fan fiction in your library?
I guess it's
We
power over
bring
some
the
people.
book.
Fiction at some point.
We file them. I'm sure someone asked me an important question at some point, but I've just enjoyed.
Yeah. We'll probably get banned from Twitch now for just saying that word. But sorry, that was my fault.
From what I recall, he will find. He will move around the room, probably back in the direction of where Alessandro was, and Mage Hand. It will do this thing where it looks over each cover as if he can, not cover spine, as if he can see through the Mage Hand until he pulls one out very delicately. This. Just allow me to sit a moment, old beau. Yes, vampirism is not a ailment that you can cure. It is a form of undeath. As such, you can only give them a true death. But there are incredibly powerful spells that can bring the dead to life, as they once were.
So you're saying we could kill a vampire and then bring them back to life, living and breathing? And that could work on many kinds of undead. You and I, for example.
Yes. It is magic that, is it beyond me? I don't know. Give me a moment.
I don't know, I'm guessing he's a wizard, so probably.
Well, he's then going to ask you, and you would need a certain understanding of the arcane. Like... Oh, not like myself.
Like Cedric, probably.
Is he?
He's a cleric.
Yes.
There will be a slight moment where you just hit him mumbling to himself in the background, going, I could be human again.
That sort of divine magic, yes. But I never knew anyone of that level of power. Or did I? I did not.
I am very confused by your intense forgetfulness and these constant twists of you maybe remembering something or maybe not remembering. Is there anything we can do to help you?
I think it is being me.
Is there anything we can do to help? Like, is it you've been... I have no idea.
I think there is. I was investigating. Oh, it meets it beat.
Meets a beat what?
You are a cleric.
I am, yes.
I needed something. Something I couldn't get. Something a cleric could have.
Do you have
Stay-
books on how to do this magic to bring
Yes,
people back to life?
yes, I'm getting. Pardon
Oh,
me.
sorry. There's a lot of books. And more
Getting to
importantly,
it.
could the cleric cast it on themselves if they're kind of not quite dead?
Yes, any spell can be cast on the self. Oh wait, from no, because they would have to be dead, so they couldn't cast it if they were dead. What an awfully stupid question.
Well, with you like half dead.
Are we supposed to be following you?
It's kind of
I'd
gone.
rather you stay here. These are my personal quarters. But just wait a moment. And you'll see him wave a hand and the bookcase will move again. You have a moment if there's anything you want to say whilst he is in another room.
What an unusual character.
Do we ask him what we're here for, or do we keep it secret? It sounds like he's friends with Strahd, and that would be a very bad thing if he were to.
But if he's also the character that Strahd was repeatedly beating to death on the regular. Well, I mean, if you're a mortal, could that be a way you make friends? Quite morbid.
I don't suppose you know this magic that he's talking about.
It's very difficult to make out what he's mumbling to himself half of the time.
He's speaking of resurrection magics, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know how to do this?
I am capable of raising the dead in some capacity. Not in the form of resurrections, unfortunately. Not yet.
What do we want to get from this library? We need to find this sword.
Information, and maybe he could point the direction out of here without us getting killed along the way.
Not getting killed along the way would be a benefit, yes.
Perhaps if we ask him about the history of this sword, he seems an academic type. Perhaps his interest will take over and he will share with us, and I don't know. I've met his ilk before. They love books more than they love people. So we could use that.
With a lot of the people I've met so far since being revived myself by the abbot, I entirely understand why some people would like books more.
I agree. But we need to remember why we are here. We need that sword. We need it to deal with Strahd. And perhaps we could do with some way of tracking down the holy symbol that we have lost.
So when we go back to Ravenloft, I should be able to track it through magic. Should hope.
That's good to know. So, do we tell him why we're here, or do we just try and engage his clearly great intellect and ask him to tell us of it?
I would say play to the intellect, see what we can find, avoid discussion of Strahd.
I'll probably let someone else do that then, because I'm not very academic.
You have personal spot of bother at the moment, but I will endeavour to entertain our strange friend as best as I can.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm quite good at persuading people how to do what I want them to do, but he is he's very hard to read, not having a face.
Alexander now having a slightly better understanding of the library, as he's going away and and tidying books, can he keep a bit more of an eye out for any books that could be of use? So anything to do with weaponry, the arcane within this area, local legends. I happened to find a book of poetry written by someone with the surname Vasily. That would be interesting.
Interesting. Investigation. And yes, you can have advantage from the
From the
Uh,
personal tool.
knowing the system.
Well, that's shit. A 2 and 4. I don't really know what's going on. I've not been paying attention. There's bits of vampire stuck to my shoe. And that's, you know, when
That's
you've
grim.
got like, you know, when you've got a bit of stone or something stuck to the bottom of your shoe, and it's all you can notice, just how that's pressing into the like the sole of your shoe. It's just that, but it's a little bit of tooth.
You can have another attempt, but I will say, part of the problem maybe is it needs to be something more specific rather than that generalized. Yeah, I mean, you've got all, unless you decide to get into some combat, you've got time to do this.
Alexander, where might we find information on this sun sword?
Oh, and he's left a book on vampires on the seat where he was.
Might
Well, not vampires, creatures.
might pick that up. Should we just take this? Oh, he's back.
See this. He'll walk over to you, Cedric, with this book. There's scribbles in them. No, there wouldn't be. He respects things. There's scribbles on a piece of paper in the book. But the gist of it is this. Yes.
Potion of Greater Restoration.
This, I think, will restore my memory to me, but I do not have the final component.
Which is what? Holy water.
Holy water.
We may have some. Or we may not, I can't remember. I thought we had some, but
Pretty sure Cedric has loads.
Yeah, I vaguely recall we filled all of our water skins with holy water. It's like, oh well, here's a water skin full of holy water for you.
I can't quite believe it was this easy. Cedric, thank you.
I could also just cast the spell itself if we had a rest, but
You have the diamond.
I have the diamond dust I would need, but that feels a little harder to come by than some of the ingredients you apparently have yourself.
You need diamond dust.
Well, I cannot access the spell myself, so I went about finding this recipe, and I think I have all the components now.
Well, that's marvelous then.
It is. I cannot tell you how long it has felt like. It is a rot in my mind, and this could be over. I am keen to make this, to do this, but what can I do for you? To say thank you.
We're really interested in the history of a sword. A sun sword. It's like a legendary weapon, apparently.
do this thing where I concentrate to try and get my brain.
You could. The potentially wiser option is you wait until you've brewed and taken this potion.
No, it will take time, and I asked what you needed, and I can.
Are you sure?
Sword.
I think the only thing you've forgotten is that you haven't actually forgotten anything. Because you seem to know quite a lot for someone who has forgotten. Sorry,
I know you.
No, I don't think you know me.
What are you doing?
Read the note that you wrote.
Excuse me?
You wrote down on the paper. We already had this conversation.
Oh.
Look there. Here it is. Here. So my name is Olaf. This is Cedric. That's Alexander, and this unusual being is Magus.
I'm reading. Yes.
Yes. We dealt with these vampires who were trashing your library.
I'm reading.
Sorry. You prefer to read than have conversation. I understand this.
Yeah. I read faster than I process. Right. Yes, some sword. The weapon that belonged to Sergei Bonzarovich.
Oh, yes, we've heard of him.
Yes, you could say I was going to say intimately familiar, but I'm also distantly familiar. I'm intimately, distantly familiar with Sergei Bonzarovich.
That oxymoronic sentence is moronic.
I didn't hear a word of what Hazel said, but I'm sure it was...
Cutting. I didn't hear either.
I was saying it as soon as I said it.
Well, so it's probably good that I didn't hear it then. Was it another joke?
Well, kind of.
Another joke. Please.
Don't put me on the spot. I'm not funny.
I just like doing his laugh.
just the idea that if he's distantly intimate, it's as if he fucked him from a distance.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Particularly funny. I was just confused. And his head will go back down and he'll just start placing books, this time by hand, and slowly walk around the other side.
There.
You know, you still haven't told us your name.
Sorry. My name is...
Shall we go and get that potion?
You're very calm for a skeleton. Is that because nothing can get under your skin?
Oh, God. Oh, God, Olaf.
He slaps his bony thighs.
Sorry, I'm such a numbskull. I didn't mean to do that.
I like you.
Good. You're
stay.
Good. Well,
If you don't do this again.
Olaf, bloody hell! Can we get this potion made before I fall to pieces?
Okay. Yes. Sure.
I don't remember my name. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm glad we. Sorry, Alexander.
For all of this, can Alexander be like this potion? Is this potion what he actually says it is? Is it? Should we be scared of this?
I guess it'd be an Arcana check.
Oh, I don't Arcana. I really don't Arcana.
You don't brew potions.
I'm guessing you haven't said that out loud.
No, that would have just been...
My only concern is... Oh God, I've just had a realization. None of his clothes look familiar, do they? Is he wearing robes?
He's wearing robes, tattered robes.
Like a wizard would?
Yes.
Do they look like the robes that another wizard that I knew was wearing once upon a time?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, that'd be sad, wouldn't it?
That would be very sad, yeah.
Did Strahd tell us the name of the mage?
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Okay.
Well, we can try and make this if we think it's safe to do so. Can I use knowledge from a past life and just see if there's any of the spirits that are attached to Olaf might remember whether that recipe's bad or not? I'm just worried that he'll remember that he hates us.
Yeah, it'd be an Arcana again. Nice. I'm happy to say that within your anthology of spirits, you have someone who may have worked as an alchemist, and although they very, very definitely won't have been able to brew something this powerful, they might know how to make a potion of healing, and it might have a couple of ingredients that are similar, and it looks like they would say, I can imagine it makes something like that. It doesn't look.
Brunhild thinks this potion is probably safe. I'll probably go off and stand in a corner and then come back and just say that. I think the potion is safe. The question is, if he remembers, will he be so friendly? But I suspect if Strahd has damaged his mind, that is because he does not want him to remember.
Oh, Olaf, who is your friend you were talking to over there?
Yeah, but you can see her?
Yes.
Brunhild. Yeah, she was a...
Sorry, I've not met you. Or I
No.
might have forgotten.
You have...
Oh, nod into the spikes.
Read the paper. Just read the piece of paper and don't go down the stairs right now. The spikes are...
I can see the spikes. Brunhilde is not on this paper, and she's gone. I assume she goes. They can come and go. Or...
Yeah, they kind of disappear into Olaf. If he can see them, he can probably see that there's a few around him.
There's a lot of people, isn't it?
Well, this is one of the very many problems we are trying to solve. One of the many problems that this place, not your temple, but your library, but the land causes. I wish to free these souls that are trapped with me. Could you help them if we were to free your mind?
I can give you whatever knowledge I have in this library or in this mind.
Do you know how to lower the mists to allow these people to go home?
The mist.
The mists, yes.
He does his thinking face.
All his faces look the same. They're just bone.
Slightly rolls
I think they should have been
Probably
rolling
just
with
turns
it.
his head
slightly
so
rolls
slight.
D20 out of his sleeve.
There is a book here. The Mists. It is familiar. Sometimes my brain is like one of those things that it's saying try again later.
Cedric at this
Salt?
point is just going to walk up to this skeletal librarian and just go, "Come on, let's go and make your little potion now. Hopefully that will resolve a lot of these." It's like treating him like a senile granddad, going, "Come on, let's go make your potion."
There is nothing else you need from me.
Well, this is the book on the mist, so that's great. That's really good.
I think that you'll be in a better position to help us once your mind is restored. Not that you're not a help now.
You're probably right.
You still remember more than I will ever know, so you're doing great.
I've lived much longer than you. That is the difference. You'll be here when I return.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm Olaf, by the way. It's on your paper.
No.
Do you keep asking me if you know me because I'm a dead ringer for someone?
No, I just genuinely forget.
Okay. Okay, well, if you need anything for your potion, Cedric will help, I'm sure. But yeah, we'll just shout. We'll be in here. We'll tidy up. We'll tidy up. Yes.
Would you like any help with your potion brewing?
I would prefer not too many cooks is the thing. You look in bad shape. Rest, and I will return. If you need me, just shout.
I'm going to rest. I'm not. I think he's harmless, at least why he does not remember. We need to be careful when he does.
So if we just maybe created a monster.
Maybe. It's very hard for me to be judgmental of undead when I am one.
We should take the time to rest while we can and prepare for if what returns is not exactly what we're expecting.
I don't need much more time to rest, so...
I'm going to... carry on.
I did the first watch. I was just going to ask if I could just go in the corner, because I am dead tired.
You can stop making the jokes now.
You see, when I said before, we need to resolve this before I fall to pieces, that was a joke about me being made up of different...
I loved it. We got it. It was great.
Sorry, I got a little self-conscious because nobody laughed.
I know.
I think Alexander looks very concerned at the people he is surrounded by at the moment.
And surely you've learned by now that no one laughs at them. That's the whole point. If they don't make you cringe, they're not working. Right, I'm going to take a seat.
Let's watch.
Well, I already did one.
I'll take it.
So, is it alright if I just...
Going to be right back very quickly. I shall be as quick as I can.
And I will sit in a chair, and then as soon as I sit down, his eyes will be staring. It will just look like a dead body.
Did you say Alessandro was up first?
Yes.
Perception, please.
Perception, please. Okay. Perception. It will roll 27.
Oh, you know. All is well. You will still hear, I mentioned last week, Jim's not here, that rhythmic heavy footfall from somewhere in another room, this direction, southeast. But it's very distant. Who will you wake up? Oh, do you take 4 hours? Because you just have to travel, don't you?
I'm a half elf, so I still need the full 8.
Yeah, you still.
But we did 2 watches previously, didn't we?
Yes. Yeah, so I've actually I've probably long rested then, but never mind. I know it was during my watch that I got disturbed.
No, you did half of ones.
Yeah.
So you've only had, you've had 4. You had 4 hours. I would argue now you've been in another combat.
Are we starting again, or do we just kind of
start again? Because you
hours?
took it as a short rest. Some of you.
Yeah. I didn't.
Okay.
Then you can carry it over.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll do the full 4 hour. I only need 4 hours anyway.
Has Darzin stayed out of the fight? How is he looking?
Oh, we can bring him back up, can't we? Well, I mean, he's not had a full long rest, so he can't. I can't remember if he can magically heal. He probably can.
Oh well, I was just wondering if he could take part in the perception along with someone else.
Oh yeah. You can get them to join in with that. That's fine.
Magus, I'll screw it. I'll just wake up Magus, and Magus can take the next one.
Didn't Magus take the first one?
But we're now on to another set, so.
Okay.
Another perception.
He's a bit worse for wear, so 11.
Yeah, he doesn't notice anything. But nothing occurs in that 2-hour period.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry.
We've had 2 watches. Nothing has occurred.
Good.
Is that 4 hours then?
That is 4 hours.
So I have long rested.
And so have I.
Then you two can duke it out for who does the rest of the watches.
I'll do the rest of it. It's fine.
It's time for Alexander to have a nappy nap.
Maybe
perception.
Maybe not on the bookshelves. So am I still? Is my hit point max still affected, or is that?
No, that goes after a long rest.
Nice. I rolled perception and I got a 16.
16. That is okay. You wouldn't hear anything. Yeah, you just wouldn't hear anything and nothing would happen. Are you just taking 2 hours?
I'm fully rested, so I'll just sit there and keep an eye out for the rest of it.
Then final, please. You will get to the full 8 hours without anything happening. Olaf will notice the rhythmic thumping still from the distance.
We need to ask our friend what that noise is.
What noise?
like a rhythmic sound of something large.
No idea what you're talking about.
Well, I can hear it. I mean, if I can hear it, your ears must be really bad. To be fair, the spirits told me about it, so it's... My ears are crap as well.
Sorry, let me just check something.
So, what else do we need to ask him about? The mists? The sun sword? What else? Strahd's history?
I think we have a book of our own for Strahd's history. Or do we?
Yeah. It's his perception of events, which, let's face it, he is...
No, we do.
He's not known for his truthfulness, and his worldview is twisted by his condition.
With a 24, Olaf.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has long rested. That's not a problem. You will hear from the direction that he's been moving in, essentially an exclamation of "No!"
Oh, let's go and check on him.
How are you going to do that?
Is there no door there?
It was a bookshelf.
Alexander, can you
See if
find
I can find the...
the switch to this door? There's a door here somewhere. I mean, I'll try investigation, but I won't be very good at it.
I'll just shout after him.
We're both terrible. But even with a nat one, I'm still better than Olaf.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of like cup my hands around my mouth and just go, "You're okay in there, friend."
A couple of moments will pass. Between Olav and Alessandro feeling around the bookcase. It's flush with the wall. It's seamless. It is. There's no hinge. There's no. How did he do this? It is confounding. It is frustrating. How? And then the door will pop open.
You sounded like you were upset, friend. What's wrong?
Oh, no, nothing.
Did you make your potion, or did you forget?
No. I cannot thank you enough, my friend, Cedric. I remember. I feel so much better than I have done in... Well, to be fair, I couldn't remember anyway. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Exithanta, Archmagi of the Amber Temple.
To me.
I'm Olaf. Nice to meet you. Exithanter. Hope I said that correct.
I'm glad to see you are yourself again, but if you don't mind my asking, what was with your wail of despair, effectively?
There was a moment where I thought it hadn't worked. It was but the work of a moment, and it's like
I
a
see.
light has gone off my brain,
Insight
illuminated
check.
everything that was previously dark.
And do you remember why your memory was affected thus?
Yes, yes, a spell, powerful spell.
By who?
Fortunate business.
Let me
Myself.
guess. You did it on yourself.
Yes, accidentally.
Why would you do that? You seem quite clever.
The arcane can be tricky even for the best of us. Cedric, he's lying. You have no tells, he's a skull. Your gut tells you.
Are you sure there isn't something more? Seems there's something else that's bothering you. Yeah.
No, what you can mean a lot of information has just come back to me all very suddenly. So give me a moment. I have the paper. Very, very smart idea. Young Olaf. Very, very bright. But I don't have your full names. Olaf, Cedric, Alessandria Magus.
Can I insight check him to see if he's actually remembered everything, or he's just trying and put on more of a show than he has?
Yeah, go again.
Please be better. It's exactly the same.
He's not doing those. It's like it was like previously when he had to recall something, he would stop, pause. He's not doing those at the moment. So there is a difference.
It's good to see that. Sorry, carry on.
I'm just going to say I don't mean any disrespect, but you're a lich, right?
Yes. Don't be concerned, friend. It was long before your time, but the only way to survive, to help this place survive. But I was asked your name. Olaf, you must have a last name, maybe a title. You.
Markov is my second name.
He'll write it down.
You don't need to write it down now, do you?
And Alessandria, you carry yourself with nobility. You must be a man of titles.
What's the book he's carrying around? Sorry.
It's a leather-bound book. Open to a fresh page.
Okay, sorry.
I do not have a title in this land.
Outside of this land, though, so you are from outside Barovia.
Yes, sir. Can I do?
Fascinating. Through the mist. I mean, fascinating and alas, unfortunate. You're as trapped as I. Sorry, go ahead.
Is there some kind? I'm trying to figure out whether I feel comfortable telling him my name, like my full name. Do I know of any risks knowing my name?
That's what I
Suppose
was
that would
wondering.
be an Arcana check.
The Arcana. 16.
16. You don't know of any risks. I will say you are a well-read man, being well-educated. Perhaps you have come across a story of Fae where it is common for them to never give their full name because names have power, but something specific.
I know Alexander before he said that names have power, so it's something that he's careful of, and I think that's why he always says of House Return rather than Hi, I'm Alexander Return or whatever his name might actually be. Yes, so from outside of the mists, I'm a member of House Return. It is not of high nobility, but we have some land and prospects.
Good. No title.
Not personally, no.
It is not of importance. I would very much like to hear about where you have come from. But first, Cedric.
Hello.
Who is Cedric?
I'm confused as to. You have already said my full name in conversation.
Cedric? Is this a trick?
Technically, no.
Wait.
He has multiple names.
I see. I see it. Wow, this is fascinating. You are Sergei. But you are Cedric. But you are old.
It's been quite the identity crisis. Still not quite sure how to handle it.
How interesting. I'm not quite sure how this is possible. Why the other name? Why Cedric?
That's the name I was given when I was adopted.
No, so Sergei died. So you are... Oh, at what point do you mean you were adopted?
Well, from what little has gradually come back to me over time, I remember being told I was delivered to a church as a infant. And
So Sergei died.
yes,
You were reborn. Yes, I've read about it as the recycling of souls contained in a demi-plate. That is fascinating.
But you haven't read about how to get out of Demiplane.
There are ways to traverse the planes, but again, incredibly difficult magics. It would take time and study that I was not capable of before. And my purpose here is to preserve this library, not leave it.
We certainly admire your library very much, and we would like to see it protected as well. Do you think perhaps you could help us with what we asked you before?
I have a question before you answer. I've just had a bit of an epiphany. So I got the slight feeling earlier that you were being dishonest when you told us the potion had worked entirely as intended. You haven't remembered everything, have you?
Find that quite presumptuous. Yes,
Mhm.
I believe I have remembered everything. Everything is a lot. I know quite a lot. Far too much for you to comprehend, but if I were asked to recall it, I'm sure I could. What are you questioning, Cedric? Haven't I been helpful?
No, you have. Incredibly so. But I couldn't help but feel that there was something more about the exclamation you made before you came back to us.
I told you everything. You know, you cannot always trust your gut. I've known a lot of people that do that. Gut is not fact. It's an instinct, an animal instinct, and admittedly, there is a lot to that, but it is not knowledge. Please, don't question me.
We didn't mean to intrude. We were just concerned.
Oh, no, I understand, but there is no need.
Okay, we'll take your word at that.
I was just, I was only going to say I still have the capabilities to cast the spell myself if the potion hadn't worked as intended.
Well, no, I was going to actually ask you about that. My mind is restored, but my body, it is still not the strength it should be. It has been a long time. I think if you could do that for me, I would be indebted to you, and I would then be at my full strength.
And now, I don't mean this to sound distrusting or insensitive, but can we trust you to not be especially hostile with us once you are restored?
Would I change? I have helped you thus far. You have helped me.
It's true. Still insight checking. Oh, it's a 14.
Oh no. Sorry, my screen just went weird. What was I doing? It's like before. There's no tell, but your gut says no.
I'm going to need some degree of concrete assurance that you'll help before we, I perform this spell for you.
You are distrustful folk. What can I do for you?
What spell are we casting? I thought the potion had already worked.
It had only worked partially, so he would like me to cast the Greater Restoration upon him as
My
well.
mind returned. My body weak from all of the neglect it has seen in the time my mind was not my own, not with me.
When your mind was suffering, your body was bone idle, I guess. It makes sense. So, what can you do for us if we help you? This is not about distrust, this is about mutual benefit.
A bargain, I understand. A trade. What do you need?
You can
Look
clearly
around at the library.
You can clearly see that Cedric and I are in a similar predicament to you. We are neither dead nor alive. We are half of each, as are you. So we have no reason to betray you, as long as you do not betray us.
Trust amongst the undead.
Yes. Yes. As long as it serves all of our purposes, then we know we will be cooperative. But we need to know about this sun sword. We need to know about the mists. And I personally would like to know what you know about Ulmist and the Ulmist Inquisition.
From the living as well as the dead, how do we get out of here, and preferably how do we do so safely?
What order would you like your answer?
Chronological.
Very well. This guy's cleverer than me, so I imagine he will have noted them down, like a waiter remembering an order. I don't remember what order you ask things in. Mist was one.
It was Sun Sword.
Sun Sword was one.
Sun Sword, Mists, Ulmist, and then Alexander's about
Leaving.
how to escape. Yeah. Answer them in whatever order you want.
Right. That's for me. The Sun Sword. Poor Strahd. He hated his brother. I told you the sword belonged to his brother, and his brother was a holy man. Well, why am I telling you this? You know this.
I don't know this.
You don't remember.
I only remember being murdered on my wedding day and an occasional meeting with Strahd.
You are fascinating. You were a holy man, and with your death, some of that divine power, it seems, was left within your weapon. Strahd. Oh, he wished to remove all trace of you. Your body, I do not know what happened, but your weapon. He came to me to have it destroyed.
And I'm assuming you didn't destroy it?
Magical item. That power. It is like a book. I would never destroy such a thing. This trade has now become, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. I may hold on to this. Let us go through the other question. The mist. The mist, the mist, the mist. He'll do the mage hand thing, finding books.
I have travelled the mist. I have seen other domains in this. What did you call it? Demi-plane?
Yes.
Is that what this place is?
Yes, so most only know the material plane. I assume that is where you have come from, maybe not you, Olaf.
Well, I came from Malataine, but
When it was on the material plane.
I don't know, I assume. Yes.
Where mortals exist. Beyond that, there are so many other planes. There is so much more than people realize. Domains of raw elemental matter and pure thought, homes of gods and their denizens, homes of demons and theirs, and it is possible to travel to them. Whether by incredibly, as I said, powerful spells, or potentially through transit. Well, no, you will always go through transitive planes, but it is dangerous. The mists, I must admit I hate it, but it eludes me. There are theories. It may be just a physical manifestation, barrier between planes. It may be some sort of prison border as these mists, as I'm sure you know and will have tried, will not let you leave without... Well, will not let you leave, and if you step into them, there is suffering. Some say even the mists, controlled by a god. To keep the evil in this demi-plane, all demi-planes like this, away from the material plane.
But why trap the likes of us here? Why trap? And I'll look at the others and then I'll just go quiet. Maybe.
Do you know anything of this temple?
I heard the rumour that it's a place of power, and that maybe the sword is here.
History lesson on the subject of trust. We were the good guy. We worked to trap and contain malicious, evil power before, when we were on the material plane. I continue to protect the people here from it. What has trapped you here? Perhaps it is a god. Perhaps it is the work of one of these powers, the power that made a deal with Strahd. This demi-plane exists as a prison for Strahd. You, my poor friend, are merely collateral damage.
Why imprison him when we could kill him?
asking the wrong person, but I would say sometimes death isn't enough of a punishment.
So you're saying even if we do our best and kill him, it won't matter? And then Olaf will realize he just said that out loud. Theoretically speaking.
Suppose that depends on your idea of just punishment.
I mean, if you were to tell me a way that I could make Strahd suffer for in a weakened state, which, let's face it, he would hate. He would, being belittled and being his power stolen would infuriate him so. It would be a fitting punishment for one such as him. I would see that done, yes.
I believe I've already given you that book.
Okay, I shall read it. I'm just a slow reader, okay? I was hoping you'd tell me.
Okay.
I will also confess part of my initial plan at some point had been to try and figure out if there was a way that I could resurrect Strahd as a human without the benefits of his vampirism. At which point,
Kill him and cast a true resurrection spell.
Unfortunately, that is beyond me at the moment.
I'm shocked.
If it was not beyond me, I would not be a walking undead. Or at least I wouldn't look like a patchwork doll.
But you would, because you wouldn't be able to cast it on yourself if you were dead.
There's other spells. There's a particular one I am aware of that will regenerate damage done. Which unfortunately would require me to remove the pieces that have been stitched onto me. But they would at least allow me to look like my old self again. I would still be dead, but I would look like me.
You see, I don't care what I look like, I just want to get that bastard.
You would say that you're quite handsome. You know. I'm in a similar situation.
I mean, you have good bone structure, I'm not gonna lie. But it's very hard to picture what you look like.
You read and read, you know, it's good for your brain, it exercises it. This is why libraries and, well, when I was about, there weren't any libraries, people didn't attend libraries, they became more like archives rather than places of knowledge. And you just don't have the attention spans for these sorts of things, but one day you will realize.
On the subject of this being a library, would you happen to have any spell scrolls or other recipes for certain potions?
Somewhere. Shall we add it to the list of questions you're asking?
I will start flicking through the book.
Don't worry, I'll do it in my husky voice. If you manage to reduce a vampire to unconsciousness, it does not die. It is a shape changer. It has the ability to turn into mist. In that mist form, it will endeavor to reach its resting place. There, it will revert back to its form and begin to regenerate. You wish for Strahd to suffer, but not die.
Yes. I want him to suffer like he has made all of the people of this land suffer. All of the spirits that are attached to me want to see him burn in eternal fire.
Then what I would recommend, page 83, paragraph 3. The myths are not all wrong.
You
Yes,
really did get your memory back. Wow.
Yes. I've forgotten my point, but that's Veronica, not him. He knows everything. The myths are not all incorrect. A wooden stake to the heart whilst they are unconscious in their resting place will paralyze them.
And what if we destroyed his resting place? Or filled it with silver or spikes or fire?
You are listening to too many stories. Silver, spikes, and still a resting place. To destroy it completely, to make it a place that they could not return to at all.
We could consecrate it.
They could not regenerate. But I thought you wished to make him suffer, not die.
If I made his resting place hallowed ground, he would not be able to enter it.
And eventually the mist would dissipate and he would die.
It would require consistent casting, though. Well, we have some potential touchstones which we can use.
I feel I have given you quite a lot to think about. I know I still have questions to answer, but at this point, I would request you show me the diamond dust, that I know, not just trust, that you can do the deed I have requested.
I will reach into a little pouch on my belt and bring out the little packet of crushed up diamond. Like I made it especially before we left Valaki, I believe.
The diamond, just in case some of us die.
No, I brought an additional diamond purely to crush into dust, Phil. Specifically this spell.
You're minted.
I'm not that minted. I wish I was more minted in this regard.
Very good. Very well. I am trying to find my Almost Inquisition notes. Do you have anything that you want to know other than the information you have?
I think just if there's any of their equipment or any of their people around.
I do not need a book for that.
Oh, really?
Villainous. Been in residence for some time.
Here?
Yes. In my adult state, it was confusing at first. I appreciated the company, but it became clear he also wished to preserve what is here. And so he stayed with my blessing. In terms of equipment, you're of this order.
Of a sort, yes. But I have
You
not...
know you.
Sorry, I've not seen anyone for a long time. I thought I was alone here.
No. And you know of your order. When they send you to these places, it is a suicide mission. They will never return. He has nothing to guide you out of the mist.
No. They gave me an amulet which allowed me to come here, but it has not allowed me to leave. It is broken, I think.
It is the way with these things. They are one-way ticket.
I don't want to
They will
leave.
teach you that.
I've told you why I'm here. I want to make him suffer.
Yeah.
Look, if you've got things, I'm going to be blunt. I'm done with all this dancing around. If you have something here that would help me harm him, I would like to know. And I would ask that you loan it to me. And in exchange, I will protect these items and I will protect your library.
Who are asking for a library card?
I'm kind of hoping something a bit more dangerous than a book.
You. Oh. You with your sword.
I'm sure to you a book is in your hands a book is very dangerous. In mine it's just a very flammable thing that probably won't last very long. I don't want to borrow your books. I won't take your books.
You may ask to borrow your books. There is a reason why they say that the pen is mightier than the sword. There's much information here. I wish to learn from it if that is possible.
And I have agreed to show you where this sword is. You may roam this temple at your leisure. I could even assist. But first, my body.
Who would like the spell cast?
I am afraid you and I, although we have been friendly, I can see there is distrust and understand. I must hold on to my main bargaining chip until I receive what I desire.
That's...
No, I think you should cast it. This learned person can help us get Strahd.
Very well. Let me make a few preparations. So yes, I will sprinkle some of the diamond dust, lay my hands upon Exantantera, and I will, as soon as I get to the correct fucking character thing, there it is. Oh, fuck's sake.
It's difficult to see much difference. He is a skeleton after all. But if anything, his eyes shine brighter, his bones whiter. That is much better.
You don't. You even sound a little more clear in the throat now.
Mm. Sword,
Sword.
is that all you wish?
Well, unless you have anything else that we can stick in Strahd.
I would also find some certain spell scrolls or potion recipes helpful if you would happen to have them.
This becomes a new bargain. But first, your sword. Come. Which way would he take you? He will wander over to this wall. Where have my doors gone?
Oh,
And wave his hand, and there will be another bookcase.
does he have any doors that are just doors?
Zoom.
Why is nothing moving? I don't want to refresh because everything will go wrong. Has that opened it?
I think there's a wall there.
Well,
Just,
it's 10 o'clock, so we can always call it there.
I
And
just
then,
want to get you to have it, and then that's a good. If we do switch over to Matt, then to Uta, then you're ending on a high.
We've achieved something.
yay.
But I can't open the door because I don't know why the walls aren't working.
Just remove the wall, or
But that's the thing. I click on the thing and nothing. I can't see a single wall.
oh,
Be theatre of the mind it.
yeah, just this. Remind it.
You'll walk out of another door as the seemingly what is just a wall. Again, like the bookcases, shifts out and to the side, and you walk into this amazing central chamber. The walls are 100 foot high and covered in amber. And in the center is a statue. Can't remember what it looks like because I refreshed my screen and my notes are in Foundry. But there's a massive fucking statue made of gold in the middle of the room. And you will also notice as you step out that ambient temperature goes. It is freezing in here. I'm still on the upper level. And I'm back in.
This is an impressive place. Very
There
impressive.
we go.
As we're moving through, can I keep an eye on how he's opening these doors that we can't see? Is he muttering anything? Is he doing anything in particular?
You can do a perception or an investigation.
Take perception, please. And it won't go well. 14.
That's probably lower than your passive.
Your heart probably sinks a little bit because you know this. These are arcane locks.
Not
They
my
require a
forte.
command word or dispelling or a lot of attention
Yeah.
and skill. Was I quickly go through anything else you don't notice? Got a statue in the middle of the room, hands outstretched as if it's casting a spell. Its face is weirdly just black. And then above you there are some balconies that lead to that are on a higher level, and at the other end of the hall some staircases leading up to that level. Yeah, like I said, the walls are sheathed in this amber. It's reflective. It is lavish. It is not like anything you've ever seen before. And he will walk you over to this door. And now that you know that how he's doing it, Alessander, if you wish, you can make another check as he goes to open that.
Perception again.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Oh, no.
You can't read the lips of a creature without them.
Boy.
The huge amber doors open, and inside you can see piles and piles and piles of treasure. Coin, swords, gems, armor. You'll have to go through it in more detail another time. And at the back of the chamber is a 10-foot tall statue carved from amber. And behind that, a little crack has formed in the wall, just big enough for you to potentially squeeze through.
And this impressive collection you have. Is the sword in here?
It's in here somewhere.
Somewhere. Okay. Is there anything you need from here that we can find for you?
I have all I need, thank you.
Anything we should know?
Let me remember how this golem works.
Well, you're clearly a powerful mage, and we would not wish to trigger any of your protections.
Again, remember this. I assisted you.
I
He
remember.
he will walk up to the golem. Golem, golem, golem.
I'll try and watch.
Again, waving of hands. It will not disturb you.
Thank you. I guess I'll start looking around.
Yep. I'm going to start rummaging through coin piles and the Ark of the Covenant, which seems to be right here.
Oh yeah, it does look like the Ark of the Covenant. D&D edition. Yeah, there's a chest here, but I don't know.
And I can send you. I mean, for the purposes of the stream, shall I? I'll do it. I'll try and get through it quickly, and then we're done. 10,000 copper loose, 6 egg-shaped gems, a set of human organs in jars, a trunk filled with 6 fine suits and gowns, a gilded urn, 8,000 silver pieces loose, some scale mail, a rapier, a hollowed animal horn, 5 gold rings, 600 gold,
And a partridge in a pear tree.
a golden hilt with no blade, 4 copper chalices depicting birds inset with silver filigree, 10 pieces of jewellery, 19 painted ceramic statues, 1 large silver mirror in an ornate silver frame, 10 holy symbols of gods from various worlds, 1 golden censer, 1 small ruby and gold pendant, a variety of instruments including 11 pipe, mahogany pan flute, 3 brass hunting horns, 1 violin, decorated with a carving of 2 birds linking the sound holes, 5,000 copper, 3,000 silver pieces, 1,000 gold pieces, all loose, full suit of adamantine plate mail, 1 pear cut diamond, a pile of iron ingots, 8 marble vases depicting rural activities like milking cows and picking apples, 1 large taxidermy brown bear, 1 non-magical crystal, 12 round crates containing 12,000 copper, 7 white feather quills, 15 thin leather-bound tomes, all of which are signed copies of a storybook called Snow Dwarf and the 7 Whites.
Snow Dwarf and the 7 Whites.
I love it.
Can we all agree now that of all the things in here, those panpipes must never see the light of day? I am deadly serious.
Darzin from somewhere in the Amber Temple goes, "Panpipes are awesome!" In fact, he's just outside the door next to Exam Center because I got stuck upstairs for some reason, so I had to use him to come back down. Panpipes are awesome.
I am gonna pick up the hilt, the sword hilt, and I'm gonna hand it to Alexander.
Which sword hilt was this?
It's in the pile over there.
There is a hilt with no blade.
Does it feel like just a hilt?
Initially, yeah. I mean, yeah, it is. There's no blade.
Not sure what use this would be, Olaf.
It's the only thing that looks like a sword in here. We know it's a sun sword. We know it's magic. Maybe the blade is different. Maybe it needs activating. Maybe it needs a spell. Maybe it just needs the right person.
I doubt that I'm the right person.
Why?
There's no reason for me to be the right person. And you're good with the sword.
Well, you're good with the sword when you're not seen coming. Maybe a powerful weapon of legend is what you need to find your courage.
I think it matters what weapon I have. I really do not want to be in this fight. Can I tell by the hilt of the blade what kind of blade it would be? So, does it look finesse or does it look like strength.
Oh, with finesse, it would be finesse.
Okay. Hit me until we are out of here and we know what we're doing next, but see what else there was. Oh, there wasn't anything else to do with swords in the
No, there was
in the
some
massive
there,
list of Christmas songs.
there is some armor over there. It looks a bit heavy though.
I will send you all a
Fine.
list. I'm aware it's
Thank you.
past 10.
It might suit you, Olaf.
Sorry?
It might suit you.
Kind of like my rusty old crap, if I'm honest.
Oh, well, if you don't want it, my chainmail was eaten by oozes, so I might upgrade.
Well, there you go. I mean, we need to be careful what we take. We need to be sure everything is safe.
Oh, yes, that's a good point.
We don't.
Xanthinter, is it okay for us to take more than the sword if we think it could help us against Strahd? Why have I gone Barovian? It's because I did Darzin one time and now I'm stuck in the voice. Xanthinter, is it all right for us to take anything in here if we think it might help us battle Strahd?
Library cards pending. Borrow.
Well, that's fair.
We are able to return it.
It is a risk. It is not achieving any purpose here.
Well, we will do our very best to ensure that everything is returned. And perhaps we will find something new and interesting that we can donate to your wonderful library. And I can hand on heart promise if I find any books, I'm not going to keep them. I'm happy to give them to you.
I would probably read them first, and then I would give them to you also.
Like I say, give and take.
What books do I have? Where are they?
This is going to be
I have a brief
mutually
history
beneficial partnership.
Of course.
As part of this, can I give him the copy of A Brief History of Barovia, Graveside Meditations, an anthology of poems on the subject of death, and
You leave that with Buster?
oh yes, we did. Did I leave all of them, or no? I just
No,
left
just the
poems.
meditations.
Yeah. And not the one that I've read will be the Noble Houses of Barovia, because I do want to know who I'm talking to when I'm talking to them. So I'll have done my best to memorize those houses. But I will then give him the Brief History of Barovia and Noble Houses of Barovia, in case they're of any use to anyone who passes through.
Not many pass through, but this collection has not grown since. Well, I became like this, and that is many centuries, so this is new knowledge. Thank you. Is there anything anyone wants to do before we leave it there?
No, thank you.
No.
I'm quite satisfied.
I will leave it on Alessandia. As you hold the hilt.
Oh shit.
It's okay. You just feel this
Explosion. No.
emotion that is not yours wave through your mind. Just a sense of justice isn't an emotion, but determination.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The end.
For now.
For now.
For
Dun,
now.
dun, dun.
Ah. Nice.
So we've still got to get out of this temple. Sorry. Yeah, we've still got to get out of this temple, haven't we? We are so screwed.
I don't know. I'll be honest. I wasn't expecting him to just give it to us, but
No, I wasn't either.
I'm
To
quite
be fair.
happy with that. But we have got to get out now.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got a bookshelf
He
that's
did
the
say
exit.
that he could. He did say that he could escort us. So hopefully he does.
But he also
Right.
said that one of the Ulmist people is here somewhere. And I can't lie, I would like to talk to them, but
We can track him down.
Interesting. Sorry, Hazel, I gave that to you. You looked a bit like, what?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's Alessandra is just scared of everything.
I think that's why he gave it
You'll
to
look
you.
after my sword.
Yeah, it feels a bit weird, but you're a cleric.
Yeah.
I just like the idea of a sun sword backstab. It sounds good.
Yeah.
Sun sword
Like-
sneak attack.
Can my what is it when you're chaotic neutral or whatever, that lawful good, what
Alignment.
alignment? Can my alignment change?
If you want it to.
I
And depending on
want it to.
events, I may have a discussion. I may have, I'll never change it without you. No, it would be a discussion. But,
Yeah. But because I think there's been enough that mine would have changed. I don't think I'd be as indifferent as I was outside
you're a
of the
good
mist.
boy.
I think in the grand scheme of things, I might be a good
I
boy,
think
and
you're
I think
a good boy.
I
And I
think you're a
think
good
that-
boy.
and I think that this might go that way as well. I'll keep my the first part of my alignment, but I think my neutral might become good.
That makes sense to me.
Slowly becoming one of the goodest boys.
We shall log off then.
Yeah, thank you very much. I shall end the stream. So that's it for this arc of Cursed Strahd.
If you
Am I
wish.
right? If you wish.
It is a good place.
Yeah, feels like a If you wish. If not, I'm happy for you to carry on. But otherwise, I am ready to run out of the abyss whenever you guys are ready. Really?
This does feel like a very no, after you, I insist.
It does.
That's what it is. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. But yeah.
It probably is then Uta next week, and God willing, Icewind Dale
Yeah.
Sunday.
Should be good. It should be good. Well, thank you, Veronica, for running this arc
Thank you.
for us.
Thank you for falling for my traps. I mean,
I'm amazed some of us aren't dead.
Yeah.
Well, some of
Was
us are already
expecting-
dead, but you know what I mean.
I was expecting there to be additional problems, but I was very surprised and happy to be wrong.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. If we'd have just gone wandering off, I think it might be a different story. But I am curious what those big footsteps were. Maybe it was this boy.
Well, if there's a golem in this room, I imagine there's going to be golems throughout.
Yeah. Not sure I want to find out what they can do.
Don't make it so that I want to. Can't wait months to.
Murder us.
Yeah, please don't do
No?
the murdering.
Oh.
I like being alive. Well, unalive.
You mean in this penultimate area before the end of the game, you don't want me to try and murder you?
Well, I prefer not, but at the very
Just want a
least,
smooth ride to the end?
I prefer that you didn't. But at the
Story
very
mode.
least, if you did,
It feels
Darzin's
like
there.
it feels like everything's fine, right? You've got what you believe is the Sun Sword.
What we believe is the Sun Sword, yeah.
Don't like it when you phrase it like that.
I haven't given it to you, Hazel, because I think it's cursed or anything. I just want to be clear. I do think it's the genuine thing.
She
Well,
would need to attune, but she has in her inventory.
yeah, it's interesting.
Mm.
I can tell you that.
We're still alive.